Hi guys! I am doing this new series on my channel featuring one eyeshadow palette. So I know that a lot of you guys buy one or two or even maybe up to 5, let's say, palettes per year, and you really budget for them and you save for them, and this is what you can afford and this is what you can have. And then every year a lot of brands come up with new palettes, and YouTubers, they need to be on top of everything, so they feature new palettes, they show you new looks, but you wonder what you're gonna do with the palettes that you already have. So this is why I did this playlist. I'm gonna feature several looks during the year using one palette. So this is the first video that I'm gonna show you, and for this video I actually divided it into a playlist, so into several videos, and I wanted to show you how to prep for a big event. This look that I have right now, it's called soft feminine look or feminine soft look, whatever you want to call it. It's golden. I really love it. It suits many occasions. You can go out at night, you can head for a wedding, for prom, for graduation. It suits many events. And this is why I wanted to do this playlist. First, I started with prepping the body. So I epilated, I exfoliated, I did mani and pedi. I also did a hair mask. And then in the second video, I showed you how I prepped my skin. So how to prep the skin before you put makeup for a big event. So you want the base to be flawless. And then I showed you how to do this eyebrow look. Also how to do this eyeshadow look. And then the face makeup, which is priming, color correcting, foundation. I'm now gonna show you how I do the rest of my face to avoid a flat face. So what we have for that is contour, bronzer, blush, highlighter, and highlighting. Let's get started. Keep in mind the definition of these 5 terms, because some of them are pretty similar, but they are not the same. So a lot of people, me included, were mixed between what is contour and what is bronzer supposed to do. So the contour is usually the shadowing of the face. So when the light hits, where the shadows are is where you contour. So a lot of people contour their forehead, but you're not supposed to do that because this is not where the shadow hits. It's underneath your cheekbones, your jawline, and also like you can create contouring for the nose, underneath the lips, and a lot of people play with the contour to change the structure of the face. But you can also only do it to enhance your structure of the face when it faded with the foundation. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna grab the Shade and Light palette, and I'm gonna grab the lightest shade because the contour usually has a gray undertone, and you also need to pay attention to your undertone, whether it's warm, neutral, or cool. So I'm gonna grab the lightest one and I'm gonna contour the cheekbones. Like this. You can also contour under the nose. And then you can also change the shape of your nose. Make it slimmer. And you can play with different shapes. And then the most important part is to blend. So I'm gonna blend with the foundation brush. I'm just gonna stiffle it so that we don't lose where we apply it. The highlight, so highlighting is the opposite of contour, so where the sun hits. Going in with also the lightest shade and the medium shade, I'm gonna mix both. And I'm going in underneath where I put the contour. Also going in under my eyes, along the side of the nose, on the forehead, on the bridge of the nose, on the chin here. As for the forehead, just like I said, if you put just contour on the forehead, it looks muddy. What you can do is mix bronzer and forehead, and I'm gonna explain why. So for the bronzer, it's also where the sun hits, but it's also to warm up the face. So you would put it here on the cheeks, just to warm up this area. And the bronzer is actually warm while the contour is gray tone and cool. You can also put it on your nose so the sun hits there. Some people put blush here. For the forehead, I'm gonna mix a little bit of bronzer because this is where the sun hits as well, but I don't want it to be super warm. So I'm gonna mix some bronzer with some contour to make it almost more neutral, more natural. It creates this dimension on the face. Now I'm gonna blend everything together, just like stiffen it in with the foundation brush so that it's not that harsh. But the dimension is back. And then on the apples of my cheeks, I'm gonna use NARS. I'm gonna tap it here because I don't want it to be and it's a bit shimmery. You can also highlight this area. And you can also blend everything together so that there's no harsh lines where the blush and the bronzer meet. You can use this brush, but I'm gonna use my crease brush because I want a precise application. So the highlighter, you put it on the high parts of your face. So on the cheekbones, the high parts of the cheekbones. And you don't want it to be too close to this area because this area, you need it to be either the color of your foundation or the color of your contour or bronzer. So it's not supposed to be highlighted. This is the highlight. It's supposed to show when the sun or the light hits it. So when you're straight, it's not supposed to show a lot. I put a little bit on the tip of the nose and also here. And here. In a C shape or an inverse C shape. On the chin. Now what I do so that everything blends in together is there's no harsh line, there's not a lot of darkness going on. What I do is set everything with a setting spray, and then I blot it either with the stiffening brush or with my sponge, but I don't have a sponge right now, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna mix everything like this so that it's not as harsh. So I just put lipstick. I'm gonna set everything in place one more time. I know that on camera it doesn't look as harsh, but I want everything to look natural and seamless. And I'm also gonna blend it just by using some stiffening motion. And that is the final look. I'm gonna fix my hair, change my clothes. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna wear. I have several dresses that I will show you. And yeah, that's it. That's the rest of the look. I also did a separate video for how to apply mascara. So this is the whole playlist. And of course, the final look would be everything put together to get this sweet and feminine look that looks good in person. I did a lot of stuff. On camera, it washes the colors a little bit, but in person, it has the appropriate amount of pop of color, but it still looks nice, natural, and good for any event. So I hope you enjoyed this playlist. The palette that I'm featuring is the ABH Soft Glam palette, so Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. It's perfect for me because it has warm undertone and it has both metallic / shimmery shade and some matte finishes. So it's good for hooded eyes, which I have, and it's good for a day look and a night out look. So this is the one palette that I have, and this is the palette that I want to show you.